tapasya, anushasan, pratishta. Right, what's up you guys? You are watching Zealocity, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the worst mistakes I have done as a beginner in terms of muscle building. Not that I'm super muscular, hey, I'm not very muscular, but I do have a decent amount of muscle mass and I would consider myself in the healthy weight range, in the healthy body fat percentage range, and it did take me some time to gain this muscle. I've been working out for more than 4 years, and considering the large amount of time that I invested into working out, I'm still not very muscular. It has a lot of other factors as well, but hey, anyway, let's not get into that. But first, I want you to understand that muscle building is a harder process than weight loss or fat loss. Achieving fat loss is relatively easier when compared to building muscle, okay? And this is a fact. Everyone that has gained muscle and they're trying to maintain it, they will definitely vouch for it, and they will definitely tell you how hard it is to build muscle, build that strength. And then if you don't work out, if you don't take care of it, if you don't maintain it, boom, it just falls down like crazy. And the amount of strength and muscle that you can build in 6 months is what you can easily lose within 6 weeks. It's that annoying, okay? So if you don't take care of your overall diet, nutrition, if your rest, recovery, everything, it's not going to work for you in the long run, okay? Let's not waste any more time and get into the first thing. The first mistake that I personally did was expecting quick results. I wanted results overnight. I wanted results in just a week. I thought, okay, I'm eating 15 egg whites in a day, having 1 scoop of mass gainer, which my trainer had suggested. Obviously, like, Shuruat mein, I did not know a lot of stuff. At that time, I did not have a lot of knowledge, and the trainer just suggested a mass gainer and I had that, whatever that is. I was expecting that, okay, itna sara khana main kha raha hu, I'm supposed to build muscle like crazy, and within the next 6 months, I'm going to look like a men's physique athlete. I'm going to look like Bhuvan Chauhan or Jeremy Bhundia. That was the literal expectation I had in mind. Ki theek hai, main itna workout kar raha hu, I can literally look like Arnold now. Which is not true. You should not expect quick results. This is the major one mistake that I did. And for which I'm actually still guilty of. I still expect quick results in terms of fat loss and muscle building sometimes. And then I have to remind myself that, hey, it's not an easy process. It takes time, patience, consistency, dedication, hard work, tapasya, anushasan, pratishta. All these heavy words that Amitabh Bachchan says.
ये इस गुरुकुल के 3 स्तंभ हैं.
Number 2 mistake that I did, eating too much food. I was literally dirty bulking. So dirty bulking is a term used in the fitness industry when you are eating too many calories from too many junk foods, expecting to build muscle, to bulk up. But then, in fact, what happens really is that you gain a shit ton of fat and a little bit of muscle, which makes you look like, oh, you've bulked up. That's what I have done in the past. I'm still guilty of that. The last time I was dirty bulking, I technically wasn't dirty bulking. I thought I'd do a lean bulk, but then travel happened, and then you know how travel plans are, right? You go to new cities, you enjoy the different foods, and I was in Delhi in November, so hey, can't blame me for that.
It wasn't me.
So what happens is, like, when people want to gain muscle, when people want to bulk up, they think that, okay, eating too much food, main ye bhi khaunga, shawarma, biryani, this is what I was doing in the earlier stages. Biryani, shawarma, pakode, jalebi, whatever you get, you eat a lot of it. And you think, ki theek hai, biryani mein to chicken hota hai, so that's fine. Shawarma mein to chicken hota hai, so that's fine. Protein to aa jayega. That is not the right strategy to go about when you're bulking, okay? You do not want to gain a lot of fat while you're bulking. What you want to gain is lean toned muscle. That's the best strategy to go for. And it is best to keep a calorie surplus of 200 calories to 300 calories to avoid excess fat gain and to ensure that most of the weight that you gain is muscle mass, not fat mass, right? That's the second mistake that I used to do. And number 3, not sleeping enough. This is something that a lot of people do, and I have been guilty of that in the past. I never used to take care of my sleep pattern. I never used to take care of my sleep timing and quality. And now I've started to take it more seriously, although I'm not 100% perfect, but hey, perfection is not the goal, right? Being consistent, being dedicated is the goal. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. So don't strive for perfection. Just aim for consistency and aim to consistently achieve 7 to 8 hours of good sound sleep, good quality sleep. When I was in my earlier stages of gymming, I literally got stuck for about 2, 3, 4 months. I was not gaining any single gram of muscle on my body, and all I was gaining was fat because I was sleeping only like 4, 5 hours. In my in my 20s, I was more attracted towards roaming out at night and then enjoying this party culture, all that stuff. So obviously due to that, I used to sleep less, eat a lot of bad food, as covered in the mistake number 2, and ultimately it was not giving me enough time to recover from the workouts that you do, right? So sleep is not just कि हाँ नींद आ रही है सो गए अब नींद खुल गई उठ गए, ऐसा नहीं होता, right? Sleep is very important. Why? It is the only major time when your body recovers from the damage, from the wear and tear that has happened. So what happens is when you sleep, your body recovers from the muscle damage that you have done in the gym, whatever weightlifting that you do, the bench press, deadlift, squats, exercise. It's going to break down your muscle, right? It's going to cause some micro trauma. And when you sleep, that micro trauma, the damage is compensated for. It's repaired, the damage is repaired, and then new muscle builds on top of it. So that's basically repair and growth. That's what happens in terms of your sleep, in your sleep, in the rest and recovery, right? So you really need to take it very seriously, and I've done this mistake. I don't want you to do it, all right? Mistake number 4, relying heavily on supplements. I was taking a mass gainer. I was thinking that, creatine le lo, I'm going to blow up like a balloon because creatine is a bulking agent. I'm going to bulk up. I was thinking that whey proteins, mass gainers, all of this is going to make me like jacked as fuck. Which was not going to happen clearly because it's your overall protein intake that matters, right? So I've done this mistake. I was relying too much on supplements to give me the muscle gain that I was expecting. I wasn't taking a step forward or taking a step back. I was just stuck there because I did not know how to calculate my overall protein intake, how to calculate my overall calorie intake, and I was just eating too many calories, right? So I was just gaining fat, and I was also having mass gainer, which obviously puts me more in my calorie surplus and gets me going for my fat gain process rather than the muscle gain process that I should have done, right? So this is what happened. I was gaining too much fat, I was eating too many calories, and I was relying too much on mass gainer and the creatine and a pre-workout, right? So like the amount of money that I spent on a fancy pre-workout, creatine, BCAA, mass gainer, to think of it now, I've literally directed all of that money into good food, getting good quality eggs, good quality chicken, good ghee, coconut oil, olive oil for cooking, right? So all of this is what you should be focusing on, getting good nuts, right? Almonds, walnuts, almonds, walnuts are not cheap foods, right? You need to spend a lot of money for these nutrient dense foods, right? So rather than spending your money on shit supplements like BCAAs, essential amino acids, glutamine, pre-workouts, fancy shit, just invest in good food. That's the only thing that will take you forward, and that's the best thing, because natural food is natural food, right? You can't expect supplements to fulfill everything that you should be getting from food, right? So don't rely heavily on supplements. I'm not saying that you should not take a whey protein, but rely on food for the most part, not supplements, all right? So that's my mistake number 4. Mistake number 5. And if you actually see this, this is the worst mistake that I've done in the past, and I'm totally guilty of it, and I never do it.
Never, ever, ever again.
I never, ever do it anymore. And I still see people doing this in terms of muscle building, and a lot of guys do this, especially, not girls though. But if you're a guy, and if you do this mistake, you need to correct this right now, okay? It's skipping leg day. Do you know how important your leg day is? Like, if you're a guy, I really need to come and give you a tight slap if you're skipping leg day, because you need to do your goddamn leg workout. It's very important. Without hitting your legs, you would just look like a kulfi. It's like niche dandi upar, like kulfi. You don't want to look like that, right? You don't want skinny freaking legs and a huge bulked up upper body. I see people. I have friends who are like this, okay? And I have also done this mistake. I have also been guilty of this in the past, and for the past 2-3 years, I've corrected that, and I've literally put a lot of effort into building my leg strength, into squats, lunges. Like the last leg workout I did was just brutal. I'm still sore from the past 5 days. So, so you need to make sure that you do not skip leg day. Why? Legs contain a lot of large muscles in the body, like the gluteus maximus, your buttocks, your pichwada. It is basically the biggest, largest, dense muscle of your body, gluteus maximus, right? And then there's quadriceps, another big group of muscles. Hamstrings, another big group of muscles. Your calves, which are very important for the weight bearing, right? So your leg muscles are basically the weight bearing muscles of your body, right? So if you're not taking care of the main foundation of your body, then how do you expect to get stronger? How do you expect to get healthier and fitter, right? So if you're skipping leg day, please do not do it. The only reason that you should be doing leg day once a week and upper body twice a week is only if you look bigger in the legs and smaller in the upper body, okay? And literally, this is what happened. A fun fact, a fun story that happened with me. I was in the gym working out and a trainer comes up to me and he says, "Bhai, aapke legs bahut achhe hai." I was like, "Wow, thanks. I work hard for it." 30 seconds baad he comes again and he says, "But upper body weak hai aapka." I was like, "Shit, dude."
गजब बेइज्जती है.
So I do believe that my legs, my thighs, my hamstrings, glutes, and my quadriceps, not my calves. My calves are small, so please, my calf genetics are. But my thighs in particular, my thigh muscles are actually pretty heavier if you compare it with my upper body. If that's the case, that if you have a bigger leg set and if you have a smaller upper body, that's the only reason when you should actually be doing more upper body than your legs. But still make sure that you do legs at least once a week, because it is very important to be fit, to have a good muscular strength in your legs as well, right? They're the main weight bearing muscles of the body, so you need to make sure that they are strong and they have a functional carryover effect, right? So do more squats, do more deadlifts, do more leg presses. All of these will help you gain muscle, get stronger, and also try this exercise, which is my personal favorite right now, farmer's walk. It's basically when you carry heavy dumbbells and you just walk, right? So it's good for your legs and your core stability as well, because obviously you have to carry heavy weight in both the hands and then you have to walk, right? So it's going to require a lot of core stability and your leg strength. So that's a great exercise you can add overall, right? So please make sure you don't do this mistake. And these were the 5 mistakes that I used to do as a beginner in terms of my fitness and muscle building. So I hope you can relate to this. And if you do, you need to correct it slowly and steadily. Aim for good progress. Aim for consistency, not perfection, right? Alright, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, then you know what to do. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, family members, gym buddies, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever. It would really be nice for the YouTube algorithm. I would really be able to reach out to more people and I would be really grateful to you for that. Alright, and this is my Instagram. You can head over to my Instagram for my overall what I eat in a day, what I do in my life, right? And to also inquire about my consultations, my transformation programs, etc., etc. And I would love to help you. And thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more interesting updates and I'll see you soon.